Hello, everyone. We are having a meeting. We will have another meeting the second week in December where there will be promotions. This is going to be a short meeting. Everyone that needed to talk has some short talking points. I will start off the meeting. Pyro and Ricky have stepped down from their mega upload positions.
User was moved out
Dread
of
will
your channel.
probably be replacing them.
User joined your channel.
Why did we move someone? What happened?
I was an accident.
I'm gay.
Damn it. Take
It's okay,
your
I'm sorry.
Overlord tag away from yourself.
Okay.
Dread hasn't finished anything lately. The armory is stagnating.
User entered your
Dread
channel.
should let someone help him script things. Now with the Overlord changes, which are not set in stone yet, Tyro and Ricky have stepped down to enforcers so that I actually have two somewhat active enforcers, because despite Tyro being inactive, he's still more active than all the other enforcers combined. Which is sad to any of the enforcers that are watching this. In terms of Mechanicus stuff, we're still kind of catching up on the back burner. There's two vehicles that need to be finished still, and the assault bike needs like a major update, like, because it doesn't work. And it's the best thing we have against the directional armor tanks that GrandFed has. Tukoi disbanded yesterday, and a new Splinter Tukoi group has popped up, run by Sage. Or so it has been written. Whether or not it's going to be an improvement, we'll see. It seems like they're more open to doing combat with us. We have actually been doing combat the past few days. I'd like you guys to be on a little bit more. And if there's nothing to do on Sim, like, if there's 3 of you or whatever, I don't even care if you have a Marauder with you, just, you can go raid somewhere. If you poke me in TeamSpeaker on Discord, I'll log in, run the corruption tracker, or I'll just manually add corruption to you guys' rank sheets if you, like, send me a raid report. So, just to get
User
activity
entered your
back up. Finance-wise, the
User
group
left
is...
your channel.
Jesus Christ, what is going on?
Tyro being gay like always.
Yeah. Finance-wise, the group is doing a lot better, in terms of, like, paying sim rent and stuff like that. But that being said, it's getting close to the holidays, so those of you that don't contribute very often, it would help those of us that contribute a lot if you would contribute to sim rent and server rent and stuff like that. Because, it's still kind of like the group is a financial burden on about 4 or 5 of us when there's, like, 30 fucking people in the group still, so... Just bear that in mind. 5K gets you an armory unlock. 100 nudes in my premium Snapchat. Other than that, I don't have a lot to add. There's some stuff going on in Error right now about making the community less shitty, but we've been through this rodeo, like, every 6 months for the past 6 years, so we'll just see what happens when it happens. I think that there is a lot more honest effort going into this one between everybody. Like, there isn't a lot of animosity or anything directed individually at people anymore in this. Like, everybody realizes that we're all part of the problem that made the community stagnate, and hopefully we can keep that mentality going forward, and we can possibly get some shit done in the community for a change. We will be disbanding the group on January 7th and moving to Roblox with a Klingon Empire theme. That's all I had.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Right on, dude.
Yeah, right on.
To
Anybody
add
else?
a little bit to your thing about Tukoi, I'd like to add how I'd like us to handle them from now on. I would like to encourage raiding them. Again, I've been actively discouraging it in the past due to their standpoint and vocal beliefs, etc.
Yeah.
Along with their armory and such. Basically, I felt that if they didn't want to play nice with the rest of us, then we shouldn't play with them. So
Yeah.
now that they seem to have taken a large step forward, I'd like us to start raiding them again, and to be gentle and show some restraint until they get whatever updates they need to do to their armory done.
Are they still occupying Vela Prime?
I don't know.
Well, if they are, here's the res boy for Vela Prime. And how we're gonna welcome them back into the community.
Okay.
On that note, we
That was a
actually
joke,
had
Sam.
some good raids against Takoi a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and they seem to have like open lines of communication. There's no real issue there.
It was just Volani getting in the way of all this, honestly.
Yeah.
Anytime they'd come over here, if I asked them to stop doing something, like, for the past, like, month or two, it was, oh, okay. And, like, it was never frustrating or annoying. Like it was, like, when, Volani would come over here with them, or Service would come over here with them, and then it would end in Service flying around in a 2,000 HP fucking NPV gun, volume detect gunship, and we just have to sit there and deal with him being a little faggot for like 2 hours because he got mad about something that we told him not to do.
And then you'd crash.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, and then he'd crash the sim.
Yeah, Volani and Service were the big problems, and that's why
Oh,
Hoopity
absolutely. Yeah.
is stalking and following and spying on Service Daxter in real life.
Yeah. Alright. Anyone else?
Yeah, no, I actually have something that Dredd wanted to bring up. I was hoping he'd be here, but I can kind of pitch it for him, I guess. Dredd was bringing up the idea of doing a new sim build at some point, or maybe temporarily returning to an old sim build while a new one is worked on.
No old sim build. We have a perfectly functioning sim build right now. Build it in the skybox. Be open to criticism, because no offense to Dredd, but he cannot design a sim to save his life. I don't want to deal with trench autism again or objective gauntlet autism again. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or negative, but like, I don't have time to build a sim. I'm willing to give you guys a chance to build a sim, but you need to be open to criticism. This is a good sim build, despite Dredd not liking it, and that's it's just the truth of the matter. Like, this is one of the most balanced sim builds we've had ever had. It's definitely the most balanced sim build in the community right now. It's an even fight side to side, and if we're going to replace it, we need to replace it in a way where it's the same quality of this build, and that's going to take a lot of work, and it needs to be done in the skybox while we're waiting. I'm totally fine with replacing the sim build, but I'm not totally fine with going back to an old build when we have this new build still.
Brigadier, are you here? Brig? Okay. Brig has the start of a concept
Yeah,
of
I
the
saw.
Skybox already.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I'd be more than willing to help work on that with someone, but I just need to get all the assets from Sarah. And then if we all work on it together, it'll get done quickly.
Mhm.
But the new sim build needs an objective system. I want the objective system to be done the day the sim build goes down, instead of waiting 3 months like we do every fucking time we get a new sim build.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes the sim builds feel stale, is we don't have the objective system done the day the sim opens. And then so nobody understands that there's an objective system in the sim, and we end up never using the objective system after it's done. And yeah, capture the flag and single flag CTF can be kind of boring, but it works. It's something that everybody can understand. It's not some weirdo thing where you got to go push a bunch of buttons and shit. Slows down the pace of combat. So that's my take on it. And I'm fine with rebuilding the sim, but we need a layout before we do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any further points?
Ricky, Rachel.
No, just I had to step down because inactivity it's gonna be busy for me. I mean, if it ever gets to the point where I can take it, I'll do it. But
Yeah.
Okay.
we have a lot of underways coming up.
Yeah.
Alright,
We need to start recruiting again at the end of next month, like really heavily recruiting. because we need to get our numbers back up. We need to.
Who is that?
That's Zell. We need to start like encouraging people to join the militia, and we need to maybe think about updating the armor at some point, which is a lot of work, but at least we have this armor set to sit on for a while while we wait on a new one. I'd like to do the armor in-house, which means that that's going to be work for me and Sarah.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hang on.
Can I shoot it?
No.
Ah, darn.
We could involve militia enrollment in the cultist process, like while we're reviewing their cultist application, like we have them join militia, like no matter if they're
No,
gonna
we
get in cults
still
or
want to
not.
waste their time and make it miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As far as like SLMC stuff goes, the best raid target currently is still Grand Fed.
User entered your channel.
Their sim, hey Soap. Their sim is getting better, even though they didn't rebuild it. They changed some stuff around and made it interesting to fight in again.
Yeah, you can
And they've
destroy
got
the
the whole-
hotel.
Yeah, they've got the whole NPC system in their sim, which is a lot of fun. Error is always available for you guys to go do shit at. I'm gonna talk to Dread about putting down the passive corruption vendors and some of the other places that we'd like to hang out, so that if you guys are doing shit together, you're still getting corruption even if you're not running a raid tracker. Not really super been out of shape about sim traffic. I see people on every day and they're usually doing shit together in armor and in tags, so it doesn't matter if you're on the sim as long as you're running around fucking off and shit. So that being said, January needs to be the big recruitment drive, and I'd like to see everybody recruit at least one person in January. And then the next meeting, which will be the second week in December, we'll do promotions, and there'll be quite a few of them. If you want to start recruiting now, that's fine. Just don't expect a lot of trainers to be available with the holidays coming around and stuff like that. I think that's about the end of the meeting.
I will be available.
Not if I can help it.
I'll be available too. I don't celebrate holidays much.
Yeah, me and Dread will be here too.
Holidays are just
Hail Satan, brother.
I'm available for fart sounds.
I
Right
will
on,
not be
like
here.
this.
I'm selling custom fart sounds.
We also need to start saving up money for May for Operation Rescue Fern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What an idiot!
Yeah, that guy's dumb. He's gonna get married. Oh wait,
I think they are already. I don't know.
I don't know. And then we need Operation Rescue Rachel.
Yeah, please save me.
We're Bentley and I are gonna execute that plan in April. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Alright.
get it taken care of.
We made
It
it
primarily
like a comic
involves,
where Dredd is like one of those space demon things, where he's like, Rachel,
What?
I made some fucking hummus, and it's like she's like
He's-
trying to fight for her life and survive.
He's actually never made me hummus.
Really?
Never made
Yeah.
hummus since you got there? He used to
Nope.
make it all the time.
I know,
He'd
he's
fucking,
never
like,
made me hummus.
Day.
He'd be sitting in the Mechanicus channel with me, just ranting about how he made mozzarella, and I'd be like, alright, dude, that's cool, but we need to work on this.
On that
All right.
note, I think that's a good place to stop the
Yeah.